There is an investment available to almost every Canadian right now that's guaranteed, completely tax-free, and pays more than any GIC, bond, or savings account in the country. And here's the part that gets people. You might already have access to it. You just don't think of it as an investment yet. Quick note before we start. This is general financial education, not advice tailored to you. And I never tell you what specific investments to buy. For guidance on your own situation, talk to a professional. And on debt, tax, and planning, that can be me. Here's what you're going to walk away with. First, one simple number that settles the whole invest or pay off debt question. No finance degree required. And second, a dead simple rule for which debt to kill first. So you're not just throwing money at the loudest bill. And if you've ever felt a little behind for just paying down debt while everyone else is bragging about their portfolio, do me a favor and tap like. It helps you to put this in front of more people who've been made to feel that way. And for the record, you're the one doing it right. You watch the videos and everyone is saying the same thing, right? Your money should always be working. You should be investing. Some of them will even tell you to leverage, to borrow money to invest, while you still got a credit card balance sitting there. And you're over here actually paying your debt down and feeling guilty about it, like you're the one doing something wrong. Everybody sounds smart and you feel dumb. So let me just say this. You're not behind and you're not the one making the dumb move here. Let me tell you about two people. We'll call them Ian and Dana. Both of them are carrying a $5,000 balance on a credit card, and both of them have the same $500 a month to spare. Same balance, same money, same start. Ian reads the headlines, so Ian invests. Every spare dollar goes into the market. I'll invest now, he figures, and pay the card down later. Dana does the opposite. She pays the credit card down first and only starts investing once that balance is gone. Now, you might already have a feeling about who comes out ahead, but let's say you don't, okay? A year from now, who actually did better? Whose net worth went up? Whose life got better? When you've got debt and you're trying to invest at the same time, your investment has a hurdle to clear first. And that hurdle is the interest rate you're paying on the debt. Just to break even, your investment has to match that rate. You only start getting richer once you beat it. So let's take a look at a credit card. You're paying somewhere between 18 and 24%. That sets the hurdle really high. And it's hard, if not impossible, to find an investment that pays you that. Forget guaranteed. You'd be lucky to even get a shot at that kind of return. Those aren't easy to come by. Meanwhile, the market over the long run gives you about 7% after inflation. And it doesn't even promise you that. So just by choosing to invest the money you could have put on the debt, you've set a hurdle in front of yourself. And I know people talk about the psychological win. It feels good to be investing. But I think that's an illusion. You're kind of fooling yourself. Sorry, I don't mean to be harsh, but that's what it is. You're making yourself feel like you're getting richer when you're not. So that guaranteed tax-free market-bearing investment I promised you at the start, here it is. It's the debt you've been paying off. Here's the flip. The person investing, they have the possibility of a return. It's not guaranteed unless it's a GIC. And we both know what GICs are paying. An ETF, a stock, anything like that, not guaranteed. And here's the part people forget. Somebody tells you my ETF returned, I don't know, 10%, 15% last year. Okay, but until you actually sell it, you haven't realized a thing. That gain is on paper. The market turns and it can just disappear. But the moment you pay down that debt, you've locked it in. You've got the return. and the exact rate you were paying, guaranteed, your net worth went up by that percentage. So here's how you judge any investment. I call it the worth it score. It's a term I made up, but it's simple. Your worth it score is the return you got divided by the wobble, by how much the thing swings, how much stress you take on to earn it. Here's why that matters. Say something pays you 20%, but it's all over the place. A ton of swing, a ton of wobble. It could just as easily have swung the other way and cost you big. That's a lousy score. It wasn't worth it. Now flip it. Something pays you 10% with barely any wobble at all. Great score. And if you can earn a return with zero wobble, even a small return, that's about as good as it gets. You didn't put a thing at risk and you still got paid. So look at paying off that 20% credit card. You're earning a 20% return at zero wobble. It doesn't swing, it doesn't move, it's guaranteed. A real return at zero wobble. Nothing you buy could come close. In the finance world, we have a fancy name for this. We call it the Sharpe ratio. That's the only time I'll say it. And I break the whole idea down in another video if you want to go deeper. Okay, let's run the numbers. Dana puts $500 a month at that $5,000 card. In a little under a year, it's gone. And the moment it's gone, she's locked in the guaranteed 20% on her $5,000. She will never hand the bank that $1,000 a year again. Tax free, no risk, done. Now, Ian, he leaves the card sitting there and invests instead. And let's give him the best year, a great year, a 10% return. So his $5,000 grows by about $500 a year. But here's what didn't stop. That $5,000 on his card kept charging 20%, about $1,000 the whole time. So Ian earned 10% with one hand and paid 20% with the other. Even in his best year, he went backwards. Run the net worth, right? Dana is flat, but the bleeding stopped. Ian is down about $500 and he is still bleeding. A year in, Dana's $500 ahead of him, guaranteed. And that was Ian's good year. To beat Dana, Ian would need a guaranteed tax free investment paying more than 20% every single year. That investment doesn't exist. If that's just rewired how you see your own debt, that's the whole channel. Count money, no hype. Subscribe, and I'll keep handing you the boring math that quietly makes you richer. So if you started this video feeling behind, like you've been doing the dumb thing while everyone else out there is investing and looking financially savvy, and you were just quietly paying off your debt, I want you to hear this. You're the smarter one. You're the one who comes out richer in the end. You're doing it right. It doesn't come with bells and whistles. Paying down debt is not colorful. It's not glorious. Sometimes people even make you feel ashamed of it. I want to take that shame away. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. And here's my honest take after years of doing people's numbers. The safest, most guaranteed way to grow your net worth in this country isn't a hot stock or the perfect fund. It's killing a debt. Your highest guaranteed return is sitting on a statement you've been avoiding. It's not the consolation prize, it's the opportunity, the whole opportunity. And if this calm, no hype way of looking at your money is what you came for, I write a short letter every Sunday. Just one money idea like this one. No overwhelm, no homework. It's called the Sunday Money Letter. It's free and the link's right below. Okay, so which debt should you kill first? Here's the simple ladder from top to bottom. First, grab the free money. If your job matches your RRSP or pension contributions, that's an instant 50 to 100% return. That beats even the credit card. Get the full match before anything else. Then kill the toxic debt. Anything around 10% or higher. Credit cards, payday loans, high rate financing. That's your highest guaranteed return. Go after it before you invest a dollar anywhere else. Next, the mid-rate debt. Anything in the 5% to 8% range, unsecured lines of credit, and a lot of car loans. And last, the cheap debt. A 4 to 5% mortgage or federal student loans, which are interest free right now. Your provincial portion may not be. What the check. This is where it flips. When the rates that low and your timeline's long, investing inside a TFSA or RRSP can genuinely win, and your own peace of mind gets a vote too. No shame either way. One rule through all of it: keep a small emergency buffer. Otherwise, one flat tire sends you right back to the 20% card. Look, this was never a competition with anyone else. Not with Ian, not with the people online bragging about their portfolios. It's about you, against where you want to be tomorrow, where you want to be in 5 years. And remember, that guaranteed tax-free market-beating investment from the very start of this video, you already had it. It was the debt you've been paying off. So the next time someone makes you feel behind for paying your debt, don't. You found the one sure thing. And paying it down sets you on the path to the richer, more financially independent future you've been picturing for yourself. That one number I keep mentioning, the worth it score, the thing that quietly tells you if any investment is worth the stress, I break the whole thing down right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.